All right, so this topic I'm about to address now is very, very sensitive. It's so sensitive that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to also speak about it in his 1st of October independence speech. And it has to do with the Christian genocide happening in Nigeria. So it started, why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu addressed it is because of Ryan Garcia, an American boxer that posted this on his Instagram story, where he said the whole Christian population in Nigeria is getting wiped out. Now, after Ryan Garcia talked about it, a lot of journalists in the US started talking about it as well. Now, as you can see here, this page called Reformed by Christ. The irony is shocking. We need to stand with our Nigerian brothers and sisters in Christ. As you can see, this page called Christ XSL. Christians in Nigeria continue to worship after church burned down by Fulani Muslims. This other page called Mass School Christianity. Bill Maher speaks out on the Christian genocide in Nigeria. Now, this other guy called I am Alita Brazil says, breaking, a new report from Nigeria has cast a stark light on the relentless wave of anti-Christian violence sweeping across the country, revealing that more than 7,000 Christians were kpaying across Nigeria in the first 220 days of 2025 alone. An average of 32 per day, with 100 churches destroyed every month. The figures compiled by the International Society of Civil Liberty and Rule of Law, Society, suggest that the world's most populous African nation has witnessed nearly 19,000 churches attacked, looted, or shuttered since 2009. Now, it got a lot of engagement, 534k likes, as you can see, 24,000 comments, 48,000 reposts, and 274,000 shares. I even went through the comment section, and one of the comments, the owner of the page responded with a GoFundMe account. So they created a GoFundMe account to assist with all of this, assist Christians that have been attacked in Nigeria and also Christians that have been attacked all over the world. Now, the question is this really going on? Because these American journalists are asking, European journalists are asking, is this happening in Nigeria? Well, yes, it is happening. It is happening, yes. A lot of Christians are being killed in Nigeria. It is no lie. It is no lie. And it has been happening for a long time now. A long time now. A long time now. But here is the problem. This whole thing, deep investigation shows that it is actually more of politics than religious war. This religious crisis and religious war that they put out there, that's what they hide it under. Do you understand? So, these people politically start up these things, right? But in order to make it look real, they have to make it look real by acting on it. So they cook up a war. Do you understand? They just cook up things, make these things up, and boom. But they are casualties. People are affected, and they are mostly Christians. So Christians are like the collateral damage. That being said, Muslims are also being affected. If they call it a Christian genocide, it is what it is. But the people controlling all of this know what they are doing. And I will tell you why I say it is politics. Do you understand? But sadly, the Christians are being affected more. It is no lie. They buy Christians. Because let's start with Jos. Plateau States have been suffering these attacks, getting victims, deaths, numbers for more than 15 years now. Plateau State. And this state is being occupied by 90% Christians and 10% Muslims. As a matter of fact, 2023, I saw this one with my eyes. This attack happened 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th on the Christians in Bokos that claimed lives. They burnt houses. They burnt people alive. They burnt people in their cars. Do you understand? I went there, I saw them, like this, the bones, everything. I picked one bone. I saw these things with my eyes. Not just that, recently, just this year, I went to Benue State. Benue State is another state. This whole thing has been happening for more than 15 years as well in Benue State. That's claimed thousands of lives in Benue State. The recent one, they burnt a lot of people inside their house. So yes, it's going on. I mean, let's even go to Kaduna. Kaduna State again, the same thing. Boom, 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 a lot of Christians. But guess what? The Muslims are also being affected. It's just that, them in the north, they don't really have the media. They don't do media. An average northerner not even get phone. You get touchlight phone where they sing big music. But the southerners, the easterners, the westerners, okay, yes, they don't open wide small. They are more educated because there's no education in the north. And this education that they don't have in the north, that is making me and you not to see what is happening in the north, is still the politics. Why other people are going to school, right? Why other states in Nigeria, other regions in Nigeria are going to school? They condition the minds of this youth in the north not to go to school. They would rather go to Islamic studies. It's not bad for them to study Islam, but you have to mix it up so that they can be able to communicate with other people and see things from different light. But they deliberately block their minds with religion so that they can easily manipulate them and control them to their own advantage. It's easy to start a war in Nigeria. I swear to God, very easy. It's simple. Just do it like this. The Christians they've decided that Prophet Muhammad is not real. So it's now time for us to show them that Prophet Muhammad is real. I swear to God, the whole Nigeria will start up a war. Do you understand? So this whole thing, politics. Some people are up there. There are some elites in the north and in Nigeria that are controlling all of this. But sadly, the Christians are more of the collateral damage because of this politics. The Christians are meant to fear the Muslims in Nigeria. But in the real sense, the Christians and Muslims are not even fighting. This is sponsored by some people. And that is why it is easier to get votes during election, during politics in the north. It is easy because they are not educated enough to see that this particular person, no one do well for us. He no fit do well for us. The people that are into politics in the north are the educated, the few ones that went to school. So those ones are the ones in control. Do you understand? So this whole Christian and Muslim genocide is happening. They are buying a lot of Christians. They are burning churches and all that. But it's just to make it look real. That something that is not real is real. They have to sell that. It's just to put fear. And at the same time, they have done it so well that there is a very strong unity in the north. They are united by religion. You see, this matter is a whole lot. So there's a story of some scholars, some Islamic scholars in the north, rich guys. So they decided that, if we don't give our people education, they are going to be backward for life. And we don't want that for our people. Let's start sending some of them abroad. Guess what they did to those scholars? I think there were about 6 of them. They buy them. How dare them want to educate these people? Do you understand? Now, let's go back to the genocide. In the north, they are also suffering. Zamfara, Katsina, Taraba, a lot of northern states are also suffering all of this. Do you understand? It's a thing, it's politics. Politics, I swear. They give them guns. You see, now let's go back to Boko Haram. When Boko Haram came, they say Western education is a sin. But guess what? The people that empowered them using religion. I'm telling you, this thing is politics. It's from the top. These people they have a board where they sit down and just decide these things. Say Western education is a sin, and then they got big guns. But you're using the phone. You've got guns that was created by Western education. They hid under that they don't want Western education for their people. But they left their people, and then they were going into different Christian states. Then they tagged it religion and blah, blah, blah. It is politics, because how do they get guns in the bush? How do they get those Hiluxes that they drive, bulletproof Hiluxes, a lot of cars, bikes? How do they get those things in the bushes? You see, it's politics. It's politics. But the sad part is that the Christians are being used as collateral damages in order to make the story that there's a religious crisis going on real. I don't dig Kaduna for Sharia. We always never know what started the fight. They'll just say, Muslims, they don't come or they blow pito. Muslims don't they come, fights don't start. Do you understand? Fight don't start. Muslim go burn church. Christian go slaughter pig. Put the pig blood inside the mosques. Muslim no fit use the mosques again. But every time they don't know how it started. And guess what? How will they end? They're very easy. They'll just send the JTF. For Kaduna, they'll send JTF. They'll just say curfew. Politics. And this is why I did against the likes of Nasir El-Rufai. Because El-Rufai is a typical religious fanatic. And he's a politician. But you see why I call this politics? That same guy, man, now don't come. Don't want to come the liars with Obi when don't want to criticize. As a Christian, I'm not talking about politics now. I'm telling you what is going on. So you know that it is politics. Like I said, in order to make it look real, that is the main thing. They have to just do these attacks. Then lastly, some of these people that they're giving these guns to, in order to make this story look real, they lost control of these guys. These guys have the guns. They have the bullets. They know where they get the bullet from. They know who brings them in. They have a deal with these people directly now. So it's hard for these politicians to control them entirely. But they are still controlling them some way, somehow, because they need raw cash. And that gave birth to kidnappings in Nigeria. Before you had the normal kidnappings. But now, they take a whole bus into the bush. Politics. That's the birth of it all. Nigeria is surrounded. Surrounded. A lot of things they go on. Say Fulani herdsmen attack. Sometimes it is, sometimes it is not. It's just to sell the market. A lot of Fulanis are also crying that we don't know what is going on. It's not us. Yes. A lot of Fulani are also saying, it is not us. We don't know what's going on. Any small thing they call our names, it is not us. In order to make it look real, they already have a tag and they will stick to that. Politics. Nothing more. So Ryan Garcia, American journalists and everybody keep on talking about it. Because it is true. It is true. A lot of Christians are suffering. Churches are being burned. But again, I would like to also mention that Muslims are also suffering it. And at the end of the day, politics. This thing I'm telling you, even President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, unless if he cala where before if you follow these guys then play. I swear to God, bro. I'm not even capping. He knows. The president knows. He knows. Can't cap too much. Anyways, may God help all of us. Shout out to Ryan Garcia and all those people talking about it. Please don't stop. Continue. Continue. I don't know how it's going to end, but it needs to be spoken about. May God help us. Peace.